Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Cookie Chat, two basic bakers letting loose and keeping it real. While you're here, make sure first things first, subscribe, like, and ring the notification bell so you can be notified when we put up new videos. I'm Chelsea with Rolling in the Dough AZ.
I'm Melissa with Missy P Sweets, and just like Chelsea said, you never want to miss any of this content. We are here for all of your baking business needs or just small business. I feel like there's a lot that anybody could learn, really.
Right.
So make sure too to check out our Patreon. It's in the show notes down below. We've got 3 different tiers. Ways to get free handouts. We have a lot of handouts, so check out our website too, just helpful tools for your business, but also discounts, early access to videos, shout outs on here, all kinds of fun stuff that we do over there. So make sure to check us out there too. And also on Instagram if you want to see some funny reels, or
We love our reels.
We love our reels. But today we're doing just a little nugget episode, and this is our 5 things to include on your order form. Tried, true, and tested. Miss Chelsea and I have been through it. It never fails when you're first starting out. It's like every time you're like, oh, I need to include that. Oh, I should add that. Oh, I should add that. And our goal, you guys, is to cut down on back and forth communication with your customers, because the shorter that your time span of communication is, the better chance you have at closing the deal. So
Certainly. And we have learned from these. There are always more as times change, but let's dive into it. Let's get it started here.
Okay.
So our first one.
Our first one, this is one that I added after time, is ask for their cell phone number. I feel like the go-to is they're going to include their email. You're going to ask for their email, and that's where you do most of the communication. But the reason it's so important to have the cell phone number is because when you get down to pickups and those nitty-gritty things like that, people aren't always looking at their email. But their cell phone number, it's nice to have that way for them to immediately, for you to get a hold of them if something needs to happen or if you have an emergency or anything of that sort. Chelsea, what's number 2?
Number 2, have a pickup date with a set time, as well as request the date of their event. So these two kind of go hand in hand, and to elaborate on it, a pickup date. So I have a set one. Melissa does too. I do Fridays from 4:30 to 6 is your pickup time. If your event is on the following Wednesday, you pick up the Friday before. That way, you as a business owner are not constantly at the beck and call of your customers and trying to coordinate who's picking up on what day, all of that fun stuff. Also, having that event date is going to be helpful at the time of an emergency, life. I mean, there's still something going around this world that we don't want to speak of, but any of that type of stuff. That way, if you know their event date might be on that Wednesday, at least you have some flexibility in time that if you need to push something back, you're not stressing yourself out that their event is the weekend and the day after they pick up.
Great point, Chelsea. Okay, number 3 is, guys, they're right there filling out a form. Why not ask if they want to join your email list? Go ahead and rope them in for all the pre-sales and pop-ups and everything that you do. Now, it should be an opt-in. You can't automatically add them to your email list. It does have to be an opt-in button, but that's a great place while you're already having them put in all of this information to just do a quick little checkbox.
Yes, I love that. Number 4, what are we celebrating? It's not just the theme, but what is the celebration? We have baby showers, we have anniversaries, we have doggy birthday parties, all of those fun things. We just want to make sure that we are clarifying what the event is, because that can sometimes dictate how we are going to execute our designs. Melissa, what else do you have added to that section on yours?
I also wanted to add in here, go ahead and call out and have an area specifically for the name associated with the event. A lot of times it'll be somebody wanting wedding cookies or a kid's birthday party, and they'll forget to just put whatever the name is, because we know that everybody loves those beautiful name plaques. So again, we're trying to eliminate back and forth. So go ahead and ask for it.
Last, number 5, we are putting our disclaimers out there. What do we mean by disclaimers? We are putting a clear response time. So then that way the expectation of a response to that initial order request is withheld and understanding between both parties. For example, mine says 72 hours. Please allow a 72-hour response, not including weekends or holidays, for me to get back with a quote. Gives me a little bit of cushion time. Also, right next to that is the next disclaimer, and that is going to be that this filling out this form does not guarantee you a spot, but you get a quote. That way, if you open up your order forms at a certain time and you have an influx of orders that both of you are both of you have the understanding that you are not going to be guaranteed this, but I hope we can work it out.
There you go, folks. 5 things. I feel like it's actually like even 7, so bonus.
Pretty much. We just have to keep adding.
But we hope this helps you, again, eliminate that back and forth and close those deals for your successful business. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And make sure, again, to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, check out Patreon. Stay tuned for any of our new Patreons that we're shouting out after this.
Yes. I am Chelsea with Rolling in the Dough AZ.
I'm Melissa with Missy P Sweets. May your cakes never be dry.
And your icing be shiny and crater free. Have a good one.